Hey movie fans, excited to talk with you today about Dumbo, Disney's newest release from, kind of the reimagining of their old classic animated movies. This one, directed by Tim Burton, and yeah, it's been in theaters just a couple of weeks, and wanted to talk to you a little bit more about it, and there might be some spoilers involved, but not right away. Pretty great. First of all, I just got to say my predictions of it being kind of in the Christopher Robin range are looking to be pretty accurate, as right now Dumbo sits with a $91 million domestic box office total and $270 million of worldwide total. So I mean, it's doing okay. With the production budget reported at $170 million, you'd kind of hope for a little bit more than that. Usually want at least double the budget there to help cover, advertising costs and whatnot. But at this point, it's not, completely awful, not too terrible, but definitely I think they would have hoped it could have soared a little higher. I really enjoyed it. My second watch with Dumbo was actually even a much better experience. The theater was a lot more full, and there were a lot of kids in attendance, a lot more kids in attendance, and that just really helped to capture the magic and the wonder of what Dumbo brings. And it really helped me to see, which I think I totally undersold in my initial reaction, just how cute Dumbo is. There's just a great factor of adorableness and cuteness involved in this movie. So if you haven't seen it yet, go see it. Make sure to get a lot of kids to go with you, because they'll help you see the greatness that's in there with that. I don't feel like the Tim Burton flavor went too dark or made anything really scary or anything like that. So kept it great that way, family friendly, and just enjoyable for kids and adults alike. So but yeah, I do kind of want to go a little bit into some spoilers. If you know the old cartoon and the story there, yeah, it does kind of follow that a little, quite a bit, but it's kind of just told from a different viewpoint. This one, being live action, kind of revolves more around, the human characters and their association with Dumbo. Two kids, their dad, played by Colin Farrell, has been gone to war, comes back and he's lost an arm from the war. He had been a horse riding cowboy kind of guy in the circus act, and now does not have that act. While he was gone away to war, they also lost their mother. So really sad situation that they're in. The ringleader of the circus, played by Danny DeVito, is letting him stay on, letting him still be part of the crew, but makes him kind of in charge of the elephants. And quickly then after, Dumbo's born, who at first they're calling Baby Jumbo, and comes out, has this experience where they laugh at him, kind of make fun of him because of his big floppy ears, and the sign gets all twisted and whatever, and his name becomes Dumbo.
Baby, we got a baby. We got a baby. What is that?
From that, we get Dumbo. The kids kind of help. Well, they're the ones who discover that Dumbo can use his ears to fly. So that, and then the story just, takes off from there. And it kind of plays out a lot like the cartoon does in a lot of ways, but then goes to a new level. And that's with the addition of Michael Keaton's character. He's playing this eccentric, rich, bad guy, and I think he does a great job with it. And he wants to take Dumbo and bring him into this really big, fancy circus, kind of at like an amusement park. And yeah, it's just all about big and showmanship, and yeah. So that's kind of where that goes, but all the while, Dumbo just wants to be back with his mom, and the kids want Dumbo to be able to get back with his mom. So cute, tender story, but yeah, the magic and the wonder and the excitement of it is all packed in there and makes it a lot of fun. So having Michael Keaton, having Danny DeVito in a Tim Burton directed movie, I just think it's kind of funny because it's a role reversal where Danny DeVito played the bad guy in Batman Returns with Michael Keaton playing the hero, Batman. And now that's switched, where Danny DeVito's playing a good guy and Michael Keaton's playing a bad guy. It's just kind of funny. Oh, that was kind of cool.
Look, Mr. Vanderveer, I probably should tell you, the elephant is not for sale. Dumbo will only fly for the Medici Circus.
But two of my favorite parts of the movies. First, I loved at that big circus where they have the introduction of Dumbo, and it's done by like the boxing MC guy, you know, the "Let's get ready to rumble." He does the introduction for Dumbo, which I thought was just clever and fun. But it also has a little ode to it, to that scene with the crows in the animated Disney film of Dumbo, where they talk about like, well, I've seen a house fly and I've seen a dragon fly, but you haven't seen anything till you've seen an elephant fly. And you know, he kind of does a little poem like that, and then he does his MC announcing thing and says, "Let's get ready for Dumbo." It's just so cool. I thought it was awesome. Loved that. But they also did have odes to other songs in the movie as well. Danny DeVito singing Casey Jr. right off the bat. I mean, that was just cool. Golden. Loved it. Good little rendition of Baby of Mine in there, and that was cool. Plus the ode to the pink elephants on parade, which they were able to do and pull off without any use of alcohol. So that was nice. That was pretty cool. But for me, overall, the thing that I really loved most about this movie was that it wasn't just that Dumbo could fly. When he was brought into the big circus at that like amusement park, the goal was for the trapeze artist to fly on Dumbo, to fly with Dumbo, to ride Dumbo and go for the flight. Which I don't really remember seeing that in the trailers. I thought maybe they'd kept it hidden. If it had been in there, I just didn't recognize or realize what was going on. But to me, that was cool. Not because of her, not because of the show of it, but because in the finale, the kids need to ride on Dumbo. So you got this little boy and this little girl going for a ride on the flying elephant, Dumbo. Which is just awesome, because that's how kids these days would probably relate most to Dumbo, is from the ride at Disney parks, where the kids get to ride Dumbo and fly on the flying elephant. And there's just something about that ride. It's just so magical. I mean, there's other rides that are just like it, you know, that spin around, you sit in a thing, it can move up and down, but none of them are as popular as Dumbo. Because the magic of Dumbo, at least that's what I think. It just makes it so much fun. At Disney World, even, in their Magic Kingdom, they built a double track for Dumbo because the ride's just so popular, and it has like a big circus tent waiting area queue with like a little park in it. It's really nice, really awesome. But yeah, I mean, it just goes to show how that is what Dumbo is like popular and famous for nowadays. And so I loved that here's, you know, this ride that was made because of the movie, and now this ride has influenced what they did with this movie. It's like movie to ride to movie. Pretty amazing, pretty cool. That to me was just fun and magical, and just kind of a cool little heartwarming, nostalgic moment almost, to see the joy of riding Dumbo through those kids. So, like I said, a little bit of spoilers, hopefully not anything too big that way, but yeah, good, solid, clean family Disney entertainment. Totally worth going to see. Teaches some great message about believing in yourself, overcoming those naysayers, and really just stop the bullying. You know, let's get rid of bullying and being mean and talking mean to people. 'Cause bullying is just gross. So let's get rid of that. Thanks, movie fans. I saw it twice.